Greetings, welcome. Peace and love, joy and prosperity, elevation, revelation, and manifestations. You are now listening live to the Divine Prince, Pan-African specialist, practitioner, author, and advisor, Elagun Oloye Hoodoo Obeah Bokur, sharing with you in all things spiritual, mystical, metaphysical, cosmic, evolutionary, revolutionary, healing, affirmation, reverberation, reiteration, and it is my ever-living reality. And it is crucial to the very foundation of my understanding, my being, my teaching, my walk, my works along this divine, all blessed with here in our daily existence on Mother, Father, Earth. And it is my personal place of power and understanding, the place from where I begin, the place from where I realize and crystallize all my endeavors, understanding that I and I alone create and co-create my divine destiny, dreams, your aspirations, and for you to be and to be many things. Be calm, be safe, be careful, be clean, be neighborly from a distance, but by all means, be alive. If nothing else, be alive. Feed life. All is truly and indeed a blessing. Ashe, this Monday, March 22nd, 2020, and we acknowledge the gods and the goddesses of thunder and lightning and wind, and we embrace and humble ourselves, twisting and being happy and being still in the moment. To be still, not necessarily to be quiet, though many of us are being quiet now in a way that we did not have time to be quiet before. And you can be quiet in your heart and in your thoughts and in your dreams and in your imagination and in your illusions and your creativity. Listen, in some of my readings, I've already predicted millionaires for 2021 because of books they're writing now, poems they're writing now, businesses they're creating now. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm at peace. I have and I am all that I need in this present moment in time space. All that I need. And so I'm still. In some cases, I'm quiet. In other moments, I'm meditative and creative and bursting forth with ideas and creative energy about tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's like a storm, as my mayor keeps referencing, but it's a really unusual storm. This is a storm that, you can't really see, but you know it's upon you. You know it's around you. You have to be prepared. You have to be still. And so in many ways, 40 days and 40 nights, it mimics the monk, the Buddhist, the Hindu practitioner, the meditative person, just being still and listening to God and Goddess and the ancestors. Peace and blessings, Kiona. Thank you so much for being present, always being helpful, always being love, always being peace. I'm certainly grateful for you, your questions, comments, your request. I'm kind of working with two cameras, so I hope that's not sort of remote camera. I can move around a little bit with a little bit more fluidity. So you see me doing this. I'm also, as we hear another powerful episode of Revolutionary Hoodoo, New Orleans Voodoo Secrets and Recipes. Please alert me, Kiona, of technical issues. I am getting a buffering alert on my end. So if that's happening on your end as well, please alert me and let me know. My phone up in another place here, as I've been doing regularly, so that we could move forward if the buffering indeed does become a problem. And in this dream, And he was speaking about tragedies to come, challenges to come, triumphs to come. He was speaking about the crossroads. And in that moment, it connected me back to a project that I still can't really talk about in a great degree because it's contracted. It's been filmed. It really revealed too much of it. But you all have heard me reference the swamp in recent months, having been in the swamp, having filmed in the swamp, peculiar things having happened in the swamp. And one of the things that I want to speak to that's not probably on film is a vessel there was broken. We were doing a 9 grains against poverty, 9 grains against poverty, Legba, Eshu, the crossroads, Sajidi, all these spirits, all these deities, all these powers stand up in this ceremony. And it was performed in the swamp. A vessel was broken in the swamp. You're at work, you're on contract to do something. Sign and ink, you can be sued if you do A, B, C, and D. That's any movie, TV project. And talent, crew know exactly what I'm talking about. But in that moment, something gets broken. It wasn't broken on my watch. It was broken on someone from outside our community, a crew member who was being helpful and transporting items 400 yards, 400. What can you do? You're at work. I don't know. This story is still unfolding. You with Babalu Oye. Babalu Oye's day is tomorrow. Babalu Oye governs pestilence, disease, pandemics, epidemics, sicknesses, HIV, polio. Babalu Oye and the 7 African powers and the deities particularly that survived the Middle Passage. We have to go back and look at our ancestors under duress, in a time of challenge, in a time of war, in slavery, and then our ancestors being carted off in these boats and brought into the New World. And the survival of the Orisha, the survival of the Loa, the survival of the spirits that our ancestors knew was quite often contingent on need, what we needed, what was required. We're going in, so certain spirits, certain deities, certain Orisha, certain powers like Kabio, Sile, Shango, like Oya, made their way into the New World to news and information. Other than that, which made its way down the pipeline through from the mama to the brother to the uncle, and that news would spread. But we ourselves, and that which we could gather from nature that took place in the swamp. And let's be clear, I had 8 witness Black Hawk Voodoo. Cameraman, director, producer, etc., that are out there on the ground. Story again, just like you heard about Big Frida again. It took almost 3 years, but Big Frida finally came out and said some things about what happened during the reality show. So a word to the wise is a vision. If you're listening, you better listen. You'll hear this again. You'll see this again. This may even be in another today. Babalu Oye stood up. Sakpana sent us a sign. Olomu made a show, and we all need to pay attention. We all, meaning those who were a party to, but now the world, we're all being made party to. Pay attention. Pay attention. Be patient. and pay attention. You now have an opportunity to things on because you can't really leave your many of you to write down these dreams, these ideas, these premonitions that you have about the spirit realm. Because this is a time when the spiritualists are being tested. This is the time when the practitioners are truly being tested. This is the time when our readers are truly being tested. One of in the future, presidential elections, the weather, politics, etc. It was very interesting. Sure, it was a very ongoing documentation of how spirit is connecting. And I'll track of my chat. I see a great deal of capitalization, beginning with you, of course. So let me look. Okay, on I see you starting the broadcast. Okay, too much buffering. Start a new broadcast. All is a blessing, y'all. All is a blessing forward until that becomes a problem. And then I'll get a new device. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to get my phone